I will not sit up in the nosebleeds. I will not stop until they know me. I want you all to listen closely before I motherfucking proceed. Yeah, when you're riding on the low key.
Rain cooking up, no rocks in the pan, watching the plan form in the sand, bidding castles out of thoughts in our head, late nights, no sleep in my bed, trying to see my dreams manifest. Look at that, now look at that, we nice. Put the past on ice, I was bad like Mike, now I'm good like Kendrick said, boy, we gon' be alright. I just double my price, I get love on sight, that's the only love I like. Now look at that, we nice. For all the ones who showed up with no motives. That fake love is so bogus. I don't take love from false.
What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan from Last Week in Wrestling Podcast. We're back, baby. I hope you missed us, even though it was about, 20, 30, 40-ish minute break. Not really much of a time away from each other, but of course, we are back, and this is the second show of a 3-show episodic series this evening. We have, of course, one more, which is, of course, the WWE press conference later on this evening. But tonight, we are going back to back with TNA right now. We just did our WWE Elimination Chamber predictions, which is up right now over on YouTube and Twitch. So go check that out after this one or after the press conference. We recommend it, as well as for all of you audio listeners, go check it out over there on Spotify, on Apple Pod, and so much more. My guy, we're here. We're about 7-ish minutes away from TNA. And of course, your girl, Ash by Elegance, debut in-ring action. How are you feeling? How excited are you? Let's get you on the big screen. What do you think?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I mean, this is a new breath of fresh air for her. I mean, we're kind of going to get to see a little bit more of her, of what she can do outside of the WWE umbrella. And knowing how TNA is, they're a little bit less unscripted. So I feel like she kind of could thrive in a different environment. I think that was something that I always looked at with her. She had potential. We've seen it. I just think maybe the environment that she was in probably didn't fit the best for her because she was very more scripted and couldn't really come off as natural and authentic as she may have wanted to. But maybe with a fresh change of scenery and everything and a new gimmick, maybe it would be a way to turn her career around for her and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to see what she can bring to the table now being part of TNA.
Absolutely. We are definitely excited to see what Ash by Elegance will be doing tonight as she is making her in-ring debut over on TNA. But of course, a pre-show match is happening also tonight. The System versus Kevin Knight, Kushida, and of course, Alex Shelley. But on the pre-show, it's just going to be the System versus Kevin Knight and Kushida for, of course, No Surrender, which we will be doing a watch along for. Let's get the graphic. There it is. We're going to be doing a watch along for tomorrow as well. So make sure you stay tuned and stay locked in, because we also are going to be doing a watch along for that as well. And of course, Alex Shelley versus Moose back at it again at No Surrender tomorrow night. For, of course, Moose's brand new TNA World Heavyweight Championship. So that ought to be very exciting to see. My guy, this ought to be very interesting show tomorrow. Of course, the Grizzled Young Vets and ABC are now one apiece with each other, meaning that tomorrow night it is winner takes all for, of course, the brand new beautiful TNA Tag Team Championships. I'm very excited for that. I got the Grizzled Young Vets on this one. I feel like you have the same, but we definitely have a little time to talk about it, as we are about 5 minutes away from the actual show itself. And of course, after the TNA watch along tonight, do not flip that channel. Make sure you go watch a bunch of the videos that are happening here on the channel, because of course, tonight we will be doing, that's right, the press conference of the Chamber tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific and Central, right here on the Last Week of Wrestling podcast. Make sure you stay tuned and stay locked in because we will be covering all of that as well. And of course, we just did our WWE Elimination Chamber predictions for the pay-per-view or PLE come Saturday morning. So definitely make sure you check it out because we also will be doing a watch along for the Chamber this Saturday, 4:40. It'll be myself. It'll be Wrestling with Bros. And I am very excited to be hanging out with all of them as well. My guys, Eric's here. We got, of course, Chris Sabian. You have 24 hours till you drop that belt to Mustafa Ali. Eric, I hope so. ABC, Chris is saying, is coming out victorious tomorrow.
I
Also,
got
Eric says,
GYV.
I can't wait for Ash by Elegance's match debut tonight. And of course, young Philip, no surrender. Double question mark. Absolutely. Big pay-per-view tomorrow, Mr. Phillip. So make sure you stay locked in because you know the best of the best of the best of Long Island is going to be giving you that play-by-play, that rundown, and of course that watch along for No Surrender. I'm very excited. We are about 3 minutes away. Leo, talk to me. Do we think Ash by Elegance is going to have a squash match where she might not be able to show off her full potential? Or do you think this one might be a good back and forth to actually give us a little bit of a sneak peek for what she has in store for the TNA locker room?
I feel like it can go either way. Me personally, I would like to see have be a back and forth contest because I want to see what she can bring to the table instead of having a squash match because you really won't get to see too much what she can bring to the table. And the way it feels like and the way that they kind of set things up, it looks like Ash could be the one to take that title from Jordan Grace, in my opinion, just because of how everything was kind of set up and hard to kill on her debut. She was sitting front row watching that match and she did make the little signal that she's coming for that championship, but she made it clear she doesn't want to go straight for the title. She wants to build herself up to that title, which I think makes sense. You don't want to just she wants to prove herself, which is a good thing. um I really feel like the way they setting it up, she could be the one to take the title later this year. I feel like maybe at Slammiversary, since that is like their WrestleMania version of TNA. I do think she is going to be the one to defeat Jordan Grace for the TNA Knockout Championship. So I could definitely see that being the case here.
Yeah, big possibilities, of course, for none other than Ash by Elegance tonight. Hopefully, like Leo said, she isn't in a squash match. We want to see her full potential. We want to see what she has to offer for TNA because, like Leo said, she has that possibility of becoming the women's knockout champion if we get some good promos and continuation of good in ring capability. And I hope tonight is that starting point for her so that way Leo has somewhat of a win this year, even if Elimination Chamber doesn't pan out the way he needs it to be. So hopefully
And
we get a win for Leo this evening and, of course, for TNA. But TNA is about to start, everybody. Make sure you are tuning in over on Access TV, over on youtube.com/TNA for $2. You too can watch alongside with us as we watch along for each and every time TNA is live. So make sure you go ahead over to TNA over on youtube.com/TNA and hit that subscribe button and membership fee, only $2. It is an amazing deal because you get amazing shows, amazing matches each and every Thursday. So definitely make sure you tune in for that. TNA is on Access TV as well. Pluto TV, supposedly, also, you can watch it on there from what I've been told. I don't know how accurate that is. I know Pluto TV is a free subscription. So definitely
yeah, it's
check that
free.
out
So
as well. And check them out because you might be able to watch it on there. But otherwise, youtube.com/TNA. $2 get you the show every month, every time it is live. And the show has begun.
yeah. It's already on
And
my side,
Jordan
yeah.
Grace is talking. We got Giselle Shaw.
Yeah, kind of like a little play-by-play of kind of a few little highlights of last week.
Yeah, she had a great match against Giselle Shaw last week. Jordan Grace.
Well, she didn't face Giselle Shaw last week. She faced her more of her Giselle Shaw's protege, so to speak, Savannah Evans.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, there she is now.
there he's right alongside with us. He got GYV winning. We got GYV winning. It's got to be GYV because if you
Let's
have
get that. Let's get that
GYV
scarf out
lose,
here.
if you have GYV lose, then I don't know what they do with as much as I like ABC is, I feel like I don't know what they could really do next if they do retain. But I did see we're getting Steve Macklin tonight versus Trent Seven, which is I
Trent
feel like be
Seven is in action tonight. Very excited to see that.
it might be a few minutes ahead of yours because mine did start a little earlier, but I got it to where it's only like 5 minutes. Might be 5 minutes ahead of yours probably, but ooh, yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Moose just had an amazing interview with my guy, Nico Extra. Of course, make sure you check out Nico Extra's channel. He just had a great interview one on one with the TNA champion, Moose, over on his channel. So definitely tune in and check that out as well. But very, very, very excited to see TNA tonight. I'm very excited for No Surrender tomorrow night. Of course, it's a great way to start the pay per view weekend, as of course, we're ending it with none other than Elimination Chamber.
Yep, it's and they literally were onto the road to Revolution right after. So
I'll be there, baby.
Appreciate you, Eric. Of course.
Chris Sabin is starting off the show.
Yep, indeed.
Let's
I'm loving this
go.
match. I'm loving this match. I'm loving it. They're actually putting up a great match. I'm not gonna lie to you, Dylan. You're in for a treat for a kickoff show or a kickoff match, I would say. Ooh, that chop is vicious.
Let's go.
That chop is very vicious.
Mustafa Ali tomorrow. My God, I can't believe Mustafa. We're going to be seeing him. This is going to be my fourth time watching Mustafa Ali. I caught his other matches that are on YouTube already from other big shows. I'm very, very, very excited to see him. John Schuyler and Jason Hotch.
I think the last time that I actually saw Mustafa Ali wrestle was in 2022. He had a triple threat match that back then when he was still in the Fed, but it was a great match nonetheless because it was a number one contendership for the U.S. Title. It was him,
Mm.
AJ Styles, and The Miz, and that was a great match. The fact, it's crazy though, Dylan. We're watching TNA, and somebody in the crowd literally has the U.S. Championship in the crowd. We don't know who Ash by Elegance is facing tonight. We don't know who her opponent is. It just says she's in her in-ring debut. The way it feels like it's probably gonna be a jobber, more 9 times out of 10, probably, just because that's what they usually do in their first match. If somebody's having their debut match, they usually have them squash their local enhancement talent. That's usually just how it is in the world of wrestling.
Nice takedown by Chris Sabin.
Oh, that's oh DDT.
Yeah, you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, mine starts at 7 and yours starts at 7:30, but I paused it so I can be kind of somewhat closer to you.
Not even remotely close. I have not seen a DDT.
I think mine's just gonna probably be like 6 minutes ahead of yours. Because when I started, it started on the promo and whatnot.
Nice move by Chris Sabian right there to try to get the pin, but 2 count.
This show
Nice
is
leg
literally
break.
just starting for me. Yeah. I think usually if you have the access, that's
Ooh,
where I'm
another kick
watching
out.
it. It starts at 7, but if you have like Pluto, if it's on there, and then Impact Plus or whatever, it'll start at 7:30 for you. So it's like a 30-minute gap, but then they end at the same time and stuff like that. So
Ooh, nice chop. Oh!
uh,
That hurt. That his hand hurt on that one.
yeah, when he smacked his hand like that,
The
like
turnbuckle, yeah.
yeah, his you gotta easily. That's got to be probably one of the most hurtful things you could probably do as a wrestler when you just go for something and then hits exposed steel like that. Like, come on now,
Mm.
his hand has to be bruised up. Oh, hey, come on, not the dirty heel tactics. Me.
2. Nope, another kick out at 2. Oh! 1, 2. No, another kick out. Dylan, Leo screwed me. He refuses to give me a title shot for the IC title. That's the last title I need for the Grand Slam. That's all you, buddy.
How many times we got to keep going through this, Eric? How many times I got to keep going through this with you? I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. You're willing to throw away a friendship for a title.
Yep. Sometimes
Titles come and
the
go.
prize is worth more than the friendship.
The title, you're
Could be
letting a
worth more
title,
than the friendship.
you're letting a title worth be more than our friendship, man. Like literally.
I'm not. I'm not asking for the title.
You see, here's the thing, Eric. If I was to retire, I would have gladly handed you the title. Because I need
Oof,
somebody
nice
to carry
kick.
on my legacy.
Oh! Nice neck breaker.
But you were
2. Another
clearly
kick out. Um, Jerry, who are you? Hello, good streaming, mate. I love to discuss with you more on Discord about something saw on your channel that needs to be changed. Having the chance to talk more about the problem in greater detail and work together to find a solution would be fantastic. Are you open to having a conversation with me on Discord? My Discord name is best0240. Um, Yeah, Jerry, add me on Discord. And when I probably don't have time today, only because we got all the shows and stuff, but maybe sometime tomorrow would work better for the both of us. But yeah, I'm not sure who exactly you are. If you're like a promotion company or
A bot,
just if
possibly.
you're a fan, that's listen. I love feedback, so I take all types of feedback for sure. But I'm not 100% sure who you are. So um, if you want to just hit me now on Discord via text, um, you know, we can figure out who each other are, so that way I can find out what is going on.
Eric, I get it. You know, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I was in the same position as you. You think I don't have it as much as you? Look, I got people that depend
Nice
on me.
DDT.
You see what I meant, right, Dylan? That DDT was crazy.
No, another kick out of two though.
But Eric, what would your mom tell you? I get it. You want to make her proud.
Keep
That is
fighting.
totally understandable. And I'm pretty sure she would tell you to keep fighting. But I'm pretty sure she would be a
It
little
does sound like you're
disappointed.
just too chicken to like give him the title opportunity. I'm not gonna lie.
No, 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 no.
It sounds like you don't want to fight him because you're afraid that there's a possibility he could beat you. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like that. It's what it sounds like. Do I think you could beat him? Yeah. Do I also think Eric could beat you? Yeah. Would it be interesting to see the both of you go at it? Absolutely. Will it happen? I don't know. Right now, it sounds like you're trying to retreat. I would like to see it happen. It's a yes or no at this point, honestly. It's not a, well, you see here, and the thing is, and well, maybe we can't. It's yes, we can make it happen, or no, I won't make it happen. I feel like that's where we're at now with this whole conversation because I've been hearing you and I've been reading him, and it sounds like you're trying to avoid the possible situation.
I'm not avoiding anything. I'm
Okay,
trying
so
to
when do
help.
you want to set this up?
Let me
WrestleMania
finish,
weekend's not that
Dylan.
far away. It could be also Backlash. If you need the time, we could give it to Backlash. Do you think Backlash will be ready?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Eric, I tried to be fair to you. I tried to help you. All I ever wanted to do was help you. All I wanted to do was to help elevate you. And what did you do? You turned on me for this. When I won this championship, I did it for a reason. I was doing it for you. I was doing it for us. You think anybody would have
And
given
Saban
us
gets
an
the win.
opportunity? No. What did I have to do? I had to sacrifice myself and make my own opportunity.
Can I ask you
And
a
I
question?
capitalized on it.
Can I ask you a question? Are you getting to an answer or are you just going to continue your long essay?
Oh, I'm
Because
going to
now
get
I'm
to it.
curious.
Eric, all I wanted to do was do those things. And what did you do? You turn your back on me. Somebody who who looked at you as a brother, honestly. My brother. You were somebody that I can share my knowledge and my wisdom with. And what do I get in return? You challenging me for this. I I get it. You want to make I'm proud. Don't get me wrong. I can respect that. I can respect the passion that you have for wanting to hold this. I do. I respect it. I respect you out as a competitor, but I'm telling you now, if you really want to do this, if you really want to go through with this, and I beat you, you cannot complain that you were screwed over and it wasn't fair. Because I'm telling you now, I have held this championship for years. For years. Anybody that tried to take that title from me, I won in the end. So I'm going to let you decide if you really want to throw away your friendship, if you really want to throw away what we've been building together. Just think about it. We could have ran the entire company together. Me and you side by side. Nobody can touch us. The sky is the limit for both of us. We could have been tag team champion. We could have beaten we could have beaten everybody. We could have both been world champion at the same time. And I could have been IC champion while you become US champion. That was the deal we made since day one. We won all the golds, but it seems like you're going after the gold that is around my waist. So I'm going to let you decide your fate, Eric. If you really want to go through with this, if you really want it that bad and you really want to throw away our friendship and our brotherhood for this championship, go ahead. Throw away our friendship, throw away our brotherhood that we've been building for months. All because you want to be a champion so bad. So I'm going to let you decide, Eric. If you want it that bad, I'm going to leave it in your court. I said what I had to say.
So yes or no?
I
Again,
just
like
know,
I heard a lot of like maybe sort of kind of possibly.
like I said, if he really wants to go through with this, I'm asking him, does he really
He said
want to?
yes,
No, he says, okay, I'll wait for you to retire.
and then he says deal,
I'm waiting for a response. I want to.
deal
No.
means yes.
I don't know if he's talking about that. I'm asking you, Eric, do you really want to go through with this? Do you really do? Do you really want to go through with this? It's crazy to see both of the VOD villains in TNA. It's crazy to see both VOD
Wild.
villains in TNA. Literally, they were in WWE what 3-4 years ago, and now they're in TNA together. It's crazy how wrestling could change and turn on a dime. Honestly,
Oh shit! Josh Alexander's coming out.
you said Josh Alexander's coming out.
Yeah.
Yep, he walked. Yeah, he's in commentary. All right, Eric.
Oof. Jesus.
So he's just pretty much squashing a local enhancement talent at this point. Is that what I'm seeing?
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, for a debut match, then yeah.
After 5 years, yeah.
Well, he did some indie stuff too, but
Jay Lethal and my boy Joey Conway just had a match at Destiny last Saturday.
who's the mullet guy who's with Trent Seven? That's
I don't
Mike
know. I'm
Bailey.
not up to that
That's
yet.
Mike Bailey. That's Mike Bailey. Yeah, so the press conference starts at what, 10 my time, and then 11 your time.
Yeah.
They're definitely starting later. I see why, because it's gonna be 10. Yeah.
Right, which is like 8 p.m. their time.
Well, I mean, it's only 4 matches. Does that mean they're gonna give like what, pretty much an hour each to the chamber matches? Oh, we got GYV.
This Gotch match might be really fucking good tomorrow.
Do y'all think they'll let Liv speak? I mean, she's not on the poster, so that's probably not gonna happen. Well, I don't know. She wasn't. I mean, Becky wasn't on the poster either for the press conference when they did for Mania, so it's a possibility, but we'll have to see. I wouldn't be surprised if they do though, just to kind of amp
There
things
they
up.
are, the Grizzlevettes.
Liverpool's number one. The system, Kevin Knight, Kushida. Okay, okay. 6-man. Okay, we got Steve Macklin and Trent Seven coming up. So after this, then we'll take a short break and then come back on. Is that what you said, Dylan?
After TNA, yeah.
Okay. Any new no surrender matches yet? Nope. It's pretty
Yes.
much the same. New?
Yeah, Alexander versus Simon Gotch.
That was already confirmed in advance, though. I think.
Nope.
Okay. Because I already heard rumblings it was going to happen. But yeah, Josh Alexander, Simon Gotch, and that was it.
Dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Simon Gotch and Josh Alexander Wolf, and then all the other ones that have been confirmed.
Hoping for Macklin versus Nemeth. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Unfortunately, I think they're probably gonna expand upon that. Maybe probably for like Mania weekend or something. From what it seems like, yeah. Leo, any news on Josh Alexander
He already
resigning?
resigned.
Yeah, he already resigned. I think with this whole thing with with all the talent doing these hourglasses and on their Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, I think it's part of a storyline. I think that's probably the route they're gonna go with it.
Let's go. Trent Seven versus Steve Macklin.
Which I'm sure it's gonna be a great match.
Oh shit, the Rascals and Mike Bailey and Trent Seven. Another match just made.
Mike
Dope.
Mike Bailey and Trent
Trent
Seven.
Seven and Mike Bailey versus the Rascals on pre-show.
Okay, that's
Dope.
gonna be an interesting match. Definitely gonna be an interesting match. Well, yeah, I mean, if you have access, then yeah, it'll probably start at 7. But for Dylan, his starts at 7:30, so that's why his is a little behind. I only have mine's behind, just because so it kind of be somewhat close to being together. So
That's exciting. Rascals versus Trent Seven and Mike Bailey.
that's a good opening match in my opinion. Yeah, it seems like the way they're setting this up, Ash by Elegance's debut is probably not going to be till like later in the show, kind of close to the end, or at least like co-main event or something. No Surrender Rules TNA World Title. Yeah, I'm taking all day. I'm taking off. Well, actually, they gave me tomorrow off anyway, so that's good for me.
They took tomorrow. You took tomorrow off.
No, they gave me tomorrow off. So I'm gonna just take that time to sleep in all day tomorrow. Yeah, because I'm gonna be up all night, so I might as well.
Beautiful hip toss.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Agreed with you. Yeah, they're going back at it. They're going back to back to back. Oh, Trent Seven going up top. And he collides with everybody on the. Is it me or is it what is up with these wrestlers just not wrestling in shoes? You got Mike Bailey doing it. You got Riddle doing it. You got Solo over there and another company doing it. Like, what's going on? If you stub your toe, then what? Just in case y'all are interested in Ring of Honor, Athena retained and Billy moves on to the
Yeah.
uh
Oh, that's happy days.
what for Ring of
To hear
Honor?
that she moved on to the qualifiers.
No, she moved on to the quarterfinals.
Thank you, God.
I feel like she was gonna go to the finals anyway, but I would love to see her and Queen Amanita in the finals because the other two I'm going with to win.
I'm so happy to see that.
Agreed. Because she deserves it. She really does deserve it. I really felt like they were going to give her the win. And I think their Ring of Honor Supercard is April 4th, I believe. I think that's when that is, Dylan.
What?
Supercard of Honor, like their big show that before like
Yeah, it's the
Wrestling
day
Weekend.
before WrestleMania,
Yeah, which is gonna be on
which
that Friday.
we'll probably do the watch along for that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure SmackDown won't be too much going on. Plus, they're gonna probably end up doing the Hall of Fame right after.
I love how unserious Dylan is about being happy for Billy Starks. What are you kidding me? I'm fucking ecstatic that Billy Starks is in the
Billy
quarterfinals.
Starks is literally Dylan's girl. Like, come on now.
I love Billy Starks. Like, she
She's
needs to
going to
be
be the
Ring of
future of
Honor champion.
AEW. She should
She
like
needs to be Ring of Honor champion. needs to be Ring of Honor
Yeah, because
champion.
she's in the quarterfinals for the television title. Okay, we got a winner for this one. I'm not going to spoil it because Dylan's a little behind, but
A little? You're on the fucking last episode of the show.
no, I'm not. No, I'm literally. I still literally have 2 more matches. I think.
No, you're good, Eric. You're good. No, that's my girl. I love Billy.
Yeah, just a shot here.
Jesus, knee to the back hurt. The Rascals were cool to meet at House of Glory. Come on, 7.
Oh, they're doing a face to face. That's what's about to happen.
For what?
It's a face to face with Eric Young and Frankie Kazarian.
Um,
They're doing a face to face segment in the ring.
well, good to know. Oh,
You know how that's gonna end. You already know how that's gonna end.
Finally, let's go. Oh, what a fucking clothesline to Trent.
I actually liked Eric Insanity. Yeah, he was decent Insanity. Like it was pretty much of a decent thing that they did. Like it just I feel like when they got the main roster, they kind of fell flat. Like they didn't really try to do anything with them. I'm pretty sure if they were like still there, and Triple H like was taking over
Ooh, wow,
like he is
sacrifice to
now,
March 8th.
it would probably be in a better position, in my opinion. Wait, who that looks from very familiar? That guy looks very. Oh, Killian. Uh well, that's good. That stings for Eric Young. You know what I said, Dylan?
Don't say anything. I'm so far behind you.
Okay, gotcha. Let's just say,
Don't say anything.
no, I was gonna say it's Frankie Kazarian. He's playing tricks.
Beautiful suplex off the top rope by Trent. Oh, nice DDT. Oh, Mikey boy.
Leo, how's it going, mate? Steve Macklin needs to finish that story. I think he had a short TNA World Title run. I think it's kind of gonna be like a slow build to that title. Plus, they just brought Nick Nimitz in, which I think they're gonna be setting up that feud relatively soon. So I don't know, but I do see him have another world title run in him for sure.
Wow, what a kick out.
They just set up another match, Dylan.
Nope. Still another kick out. Ah, damn. Trent Seven is just going at it. Come on, Trent. Give him a submission. God, smacking the sugar out of him. Ooh. There he is. Come on, pump handle. Oh! Done. Trent's about to be finished.
Oh, he's gone too.
He's gone. Oh! Double arm DDT. 3. And Macklin picks up the victory. Damn, dude.
Grizzly Young Vets at the end of this year will be 100% TNA World Tag Team Champions, and Masha Slamovich will be Knockouts champion. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. I don't know about Masha. I mean, it's a possibility with her too. It's just I feel like they kind of gave her so many opportunities. She just came up short, but it's still a possibility to kind of get her back in that world title mix. But She is currently part of the Knockouts Tag Team champions right now, so they're probably gonna be holding on to those championships for just a little bit. But maybe after they drop it, you could probably build that story up to where she wants to get another title opportunity for sure. I love the story between Masha and Killer Kelly, and then became Knockouts Tag Team champ. Agreed.
Unfucking I should have took the red eye to fucking Greensboro and went to House of Glory.
What happened?
Danhausen is going to be at House of Glory in a match against Sweet Cheeks. Charles Mason is facing Ringside Midas one-on-one. Bro! Why did I take the red eye?
And when is
Why
that?
did I take the red eye? Oh,
When is it?
God damn it, dude.
When is it, Dylan?
March 2nd, the day before Revolution. So I could have went to Revolution the day before, went to House of Glory, Day of Reckoning, saw Mustafa Ali, saw Penta Azale Miro, met both of them, met Danhausen, met my boy Ringside Myers and Blazing Line for main event, talked to them, hung out with everybody over there, watched those great matches, watched Danhausen versus Sweet Cheeks one-on-one in competition, and then went over to Greensboro to hang out with Asa and Kay to then go see Revolution.
Wow.
Damn it.
No, they didn't beat Decay, but I feel like they're going to probably get the tag team titles back possibly at some point. Maybe. We'll see. Eric says, what wrestler do you think under 22 is going to be a world champion? He says Obafemi and Billy Starks. I feel like a lot of them are kind of older than 22 that I could think of. If you were to say under 30, then I would have a little bit more clarity on people who I would think would be future world champions. Because if you were to said that, I would just said Dominic. But if we're going to go 22, it depends on let me see how old Trick Williams is. He's probably not under 22, but I want to see. Trick. Okay, he's 29, so he's not. He can't be. What about Carmelo? He's 29 too. Leslie. I'd say maybe Oba. I'd say Oba and Billy. Yeah. I do think Obafemi really does have like a bright future ahead of him. I would say so. Yeah.
So fucking mad, dude. Damn it. I should have went. I should have went. I could have just paid the next day instead. Damn it. I'm so mad I can't get cursed
Okay.
by Danhausen.
Yeah,
I'm
she's a
so
heel.
fucking pissed that I can't get cursed by Danhausen.
She's a heel. Where are you at in the show, Dylan?
Frankie and Eric.
Okay.
I'm so pissed I can't get fucking cursed by Danhausen now.
It's funny when he does that though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm on that match too, Dylan.
I literally could have met him, and FaceTimed Asa and Kay, and they could have met him too.
Agreed. I would agree to that. Because it just ended for me on with the
No, listen, I'm a big AEW fan too, but House of Glory is awesome. Danhausen and House of Glory is awesome because he's facing a guy named Sweet Cheeks, which is a great name, and he's a really good wrestler. I'm so pissed. I could have went.
Has the match ended for you, or are you still in the match? Because it just
The
ended.
match started between Big Dano and whoever the fuck this
Eric
guy
Young.
is. Yeah,
Which
I'm calling Asa.
it's pretty much more like Killian Dane. That's his name. Yikes, that might be a hot take. I don't know how Dylan would respond to that.
No, Danhausen's not mid. Danhausen is a really good comedy wrestler, and I enjoy Danhausen. I
When he
enjoy
first came
Danhausen very
in,
much.
like, because when he first came in, like,
Go watch some of his stuff from First Time Bomb Wrestling. Go watch Danhausen in GCW, Creative Pro. He's good. I like Danny.
hey, Temple plays you. He watches a lot of wrestling just like you, especially the indie, because he says he's not really much of a TNA person, but I do catch up when I have the time. I'm mostly a New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, and Dragon Gate guy when it comes
New
to wrestling.
Japan, I'm at. Dragon Gate, I never heard of. I got to get into them. But
I've seen a little bit of
House of Glory is great.
Rev Pro. I've seen a clips for um Pro Wrestling Gorilla, PWG, or if you want to call it, yeah, whatever you want to call it, GCW scene.
Temple, are you going to Revolution?
He's a big AEW guy. Okay.
Orange Cassidy 2 is also mid. He says, end of discussion. Well, that's not really a fucking discussion. That's kind of just you making sure your point is heard, and that's it. You don't want to hear nobody else's. But okay.
What are you sorry for, Eric? Ouch. I'm telling you now, if what happens on Saturday and I like what I see, yeah, I might scream a little bit. I might have to change my pants. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dylan knows it. The Flex Zone knows it. And I'm pretty much gonna be the type of guy that's gonna be rubbing in everybody's faces that doubted me. for being the odd one out. I mean, I've done it before.
You're gonna be Justin with the Chiefs.
Hey, do not do that.
Nice.
Why would you do that? Come on, Eric. Eric.
Well,
I was looking forward to the match. I was looking forward to the match, man. Come on. I was looking forward to that. I'll get a pillow ready if Danhausen wrestled in GCW one mid wrestler to a mid promotion. GCW is not that bad. Like,
GCW is not a mid promotion.
can I join you? Join what? What are we joining? The match ended for you, or is it still going?
Yeah, it ended.
Okay, so is it on commercial
Now it's
or
them two talking.
okay? All right, gotcha. And in celebration if Liv wins, I mean, if you got a drink, if you however you celebrate, celebrate. I'll be on stream, but yeah, you can celebrate wherever you are. You can celebrate in the chat with us. Okay, that segment ended for me. Yeah, yours doesn't have the commercials, does it, Dylan? Okay.
No surrender, Frankie versus Eddie. I'm excited.
Oh, Temple plays. He says, "I'll be going to All In Wembley again."
Oh, that's cool, buddy.
I live like an hour away from Progress Wrestling. Oh, cool.
Progress Wrestling is really good.
Yeah.
I like Progress Wrestling.
They're doing a Tasha Steelz promo on your end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got the Ash by Elegance thing popping up, playing some games and watching. That's probably what I'm gonna do after we finish No Surrender. I'll probably hop on, make a create a stream or something. I'll just be playing 2K up until then.
Well, yeah, and then you're gonna go hang out with Byron.
Yeah, but I'll probably hop in be in the chat and maybe I hop in
No, it's
here
okay.
and there.
You don't have to. You could just hang with Byron.
Hey, I'll
That's
hop in.
okay.
Just I mean, you did it with us. It's only fair. We gone. I'll hop in throughout for a few minutes. I'll do that. Just to
I'll
say
be honest.
there.
I don't even think the. I hope the wrestling bros wake up for it, but it is very early. I don't expect them to. So if they don't, it'll just be me doing a stream solo dolo.
I mean, Brian said if you end up doing solo, you can end up joining because it's probably just gonna be if it's you join, it'll be you, me,
Byron, Ninja, his friend,
and then
you.
I do have one of my friends hear these thoughts. He'll be joining as well. He was on Rumble with me. But wait, Progress Wrestling isn't that where Gunther started? Did they finish the promo? Is it on the
It's the two girls talking about the opportunity.
Jody Threat? and Danny Luna. I think that's what their names are. I'm not too sure on what their names are. I don't really like comedian wrestlers. I grow with actual pro wrestlers like okay, Kenta Kobashi. If you like Danhausen, then that's understandable. I mean, everybody likes somebody different, honestly, when you think about it. So, hey,
Oh, Ash by Elegance is debuting.
you're seeing it,
I think so.
yeah, because that's her manager in the ring. Oh yeah, she's getting booed. She's a heel, Dylan. She is a heel.
There's some cheers. There's
But
some
it seemed like,
clapping.
yeah, I see a little bit, but it seemed like when they first heard her name, I just heard her overwhelmingly pop.
No,
People.
there's a lot of clapping. There's clapping and cheers. There's some people that are booing her, but there's a lot more that are clapping and cheering for her, and
Maybe I
also
just
just
missed it.
singing the music.
Maybe I just missed it. Maybe I didn't charge it. I'll go back and make sure.
All right, I'll be honest. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much.
What is?
I'm not at all liking it. I'm
Well, you
not
said
at
you should.
all liking the intro. She reminds me a mixture of Tony Storm and Tiffany Stratton.
Can we? I mean, what's up with the comparisons?
You're telling me her outfit doesn't look like a Tiffany Stratton outfit, and what she's doing with her hands and her motion, and the way she's coming down the ring and posing, and all these like silhouette type of photos doesn't resemble anything of Tony Storm when she's doing this. Come on,
I mean,
and
I
now she's
get
gonna
it.
face somebody that's fucking probably works for the catering company. You kidding?
I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. I get what you're going at. I mean, I
Come
can see
on,
where
this
you
isn't
what
this isn't right. I want Dana Brooke to wrestle.
I mean, you know how
I
they
want Dana
do.
Brooke to wrestle.
You know what they
She's
do with
aggressive. I like that she's aggressive, but
No, I'm
so is
just
Tony Storm.
no, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying you know how they tend to do with a lot of these people when they first come into these companies and have their first match. It's usually a squash match and then they build to them actually having a real match. So she might have like her first real match in the next couple of weeks. I think this is just to really show that she can be a dominant person in the ring.
Yeah, but like, why don't they give her somebody that could also fight her?
You're probably
So
gonna
that way,
see that.
it's an even bat match.
Yeah, she's definitely been aggressive. All
All
right.
right, the posing's got to fucking stop. The posing, the posing has to stop during the match automatically. That's
Eric
throwing
says
me off.
Eric says, Dylan, why can't people pay homage to other people?
They can, but like Dana, I like if she's gonna just copy and paste Tony Storm and and fucking Tiffany Stratton, then I'm never gonna see what Dana Brooke actually has in store.
I mean, she already did that kind of. She already kind of did the posing and stuff in WWE anyway. She did that a lot when she used to do the flexing and all that. So she did that in WWE. So it's really not nothing different. I know you
It's
may have not.
silent. It is silent for her. There's a couple of people cheering, which is nice. Nice Swanton. Listen, I like her aggression. The posing has to stop during moves. actually a safer swanton that she did. I like that. I give it a 3.
A 3 out of 5.
I give it a 3.
I
I
mean,
like
it's
her aggression. I like some of the move sets. I really like the swanton bomb finisher. I don't like the posing. I don't like the move sets of where she's posing and doing all that shit when she's doing submissions and like I don't care if she's like posing for a pin, like that makes sense. But like all the other shit, I'm not gonna be, you know, excited about.
I think it's meant for her to kind of be a heel to an extent. Like,
Yeah, but there was silence. There was a lot of silence. There was a couple of boos when she came out, but more cheers, more singing of her song, more bowing. I saw a few people bowing to her, but when she wrestled, it was only a few people that clapped, mostly silent. No one stood up.
do you
Everyone
think
sat down.
do you think it's
It plays into effect. It plays into effect. If I was watching that, I would have told her in the back, we're gonna have to change some shit up. The moment she came back, I would have been like, we're gonna have to change some shit up.
do you think it
Because
could have been a
if
sense?
I was watching through the curtain, I saw no one stand, especially after a good swanton bomb from there, I would have definitely told her we need to change some shit up for sure, for sure.
Do you think it
She's
been
aggressive. I like that. I'm
yeah,
excited
she's
about it.
very intent. The
She
intensity
had
is different.
some cool moves. I think it's great. Her swanton bomb is probably one of her best features, honestly. But her doing submissions where she's posing, lame. I don't like when she's coming out there doing this whole Tony Storm shit. No thanks. She needs to get different wardrobes that don't really resemble Tiffany Stratton. You know, uh, I get it. The mink, I like it. I think she should have kept that on a lot longer going down the ramp than
They
anything
don't,
else.
Eric.
You know, she could have had that mink on until at least to go into the ring. But the fact nobody stood up, the fact that nobody said anything, the fact that it was very silent during that match, that is not a good sign. I would have told her 3 out of 5, but we need to change some shit up. We definitely got to focus more on her aggressive nature.
And like her attire.
Yeah, he also has to leave. The guy introducing her has to get the fuck out of here. That's annoying. I don't want to hear that fucking banana head all the time when he comes out. No. Oh,
Yeah, because
she's
I
left the
think
building. Like that plays a lot to the Luther, Tony Storm, prima donna, high maintenance person. Like I don't want Dana to be doing that shit. Like I get it. A couple of poses, a couple of like high-end celebrity postures, cool. Um but you know, like if she, from what I've seen of Dana and her aggressive ability and nature, you don't have her coming out doing that. That was a poor representation of Dana Brooke. But 3 out of 5. I'll say 3 out of 5. Her Swanton Bomb was probably her best move that she gave us.
I I can see why they probably tried to give him to Ash because I feel like maybe her promos aren't the best, and they kind of want to have somebody to do the talking for her. I mean, I can see. I no, I get what you're saying, Dylan, but I'm saying I can see what they're going for. I feel like because I feel like to them maybe her promos might not be the best, so they're trying to figure out how they can kind of counter that and have somebody to do the talking for her, so where she just focus on the in ring aspect of things. Now, if they get rid of that, I don't know how they could potentially change that if she's not that good at
Her.
promos.
She has to become good at promos. She has to sell herself. She should be in these promos talking about what her ambitions and goals are. I don't need to see hotel silhouettes, diamonds, glossy jewelry, none of that.
So Eric says, who would you get to manage her if
I
they do get
wouldn't.
rid of him?
I wouldn't. Dana Brooke doesn't need a manager. Dana Brooke has been in this business for way too long that at the stage of the game, having a manager shows that there's no belief in her. Honestly, like having somebody by her side announcing her is kind of lame. And it's also the same thing that's happening with Statlander and Willow with Stokely. Like, I don't want a copy of AEW and TNA. Dana Brooke doesn't need that. Dana Brooke doesn't need to look and sound and act like AEW characters or WWE characters. I want her to come, like, if she wants to do this like pretty in pink thing, fine. But she has to still pose a threat. Her coming out in a mink, awesome, cool. I like the idea. I like her coming out with all this sparkle, glitter,
And she's
glam. Cool.
aggressive in the ring.
Aggressive in the ring is good, but if her aggressiveness in the ring is what is driving her, but everything else outside of the ring is making me not care about her, I'm not going to eventually care what she's doing in the ring. And I think that's another point that WWE had and why we give her so much time. As though she was aggressive in the ring and could put on a really good match. Her ability to get herself into the ring wasn't there. So she needs to take this time now in TNA, which is the perfect spot. TNA is probably the best spot for someone like Dana Brooke to learn how to do promos, how to hold herself in a solo form. We don't need an extra person around Dana Brooke. Dana's not new to this business. If Dana was brand new, fine. Okay. She wants to come into TNA because WWE didn't work out. She wants to have the person with her. Fine. I'll give it 3 months, give it 4 months, whatever. But she's been in this business for too long. She's been doing this shit for too long. Having her with somebody by her side announcing Ash by Alec, don't give a shit. Oh, she's now left the building. Don't give a shit. Like, that didn't need to happen. The guy announcing her, that's fine. They want to keep that, personality about whatever, but it's not needed. Like the woman could have announced her in a special way that wasn't really needed because then when she gets in the ring, she's a pit bull. And it's like, oh, okay, great. Now I'm excited. And again, I'm honing in on that swanton because that was her best move that she had in her arsenal. All the other ones leading up to that was really, really good. I like the submission. I like her on the ropes. I like her arm drag. I like that hip toss. I like those moves. I like her ground game. But if you got someone leading her on the microphone and these vignettes of just her in a hotel and not really working, there's a big disconnect. For me, there's a disconnect.
Eric says, so what's Roman's excuse then? He's been in the business all his life. I mean, I get what you're saying, Eric, because, I mean, he couldn't really cut promos for a long time, but I feel it took time. It took a long time.
Roman now can cut promos, but you know why? It's because he's had Paul Heyman on his side. Paul Heyman has a natural gift of making people good at promos. And I hoped someone like Paul would see Dana and give her some pointers. Now I hope that Scott would have gave her some pointers. But now that Scott's gone and there is no Paul Heyman, she's going to have to rely on a lot of these other women, especially Jordynne Grace.
Because if you think about it, you have some people like maybe a Gail Kim that could probably help her out. You got
Gail
someone like
would
a
be
Tommy
great.
Dreamer.
Dreamer would be your best way of getting a little bit of Paul Heyman into the mixture.
Yeah, because he can help her. Her promos might not be, A tier or top tier, but they can at least be at least interesting enough for people to
What did you think?
engage.
Take your love of her aside.
Okay.
Professionally speaking, what did you think?
I
Was
I
she a
I think
4 out of 5? Was she a 5 out of 5? Was she a 1 out of 5? Or do you think that what I'm saying makes it easy to say it's a 3 out of 5?
I'm with you on there. I think it's a 3 for me. I feel like there's still room for improvement. This was just her first match. There's always room for improvement. So hopefully they could kind of, change things up in the future. They kind of how they do these tapings and whatnot. So maybe things could kind of be different. Because if you look at her gear that she's had in WWE, her gear definitely standed out.
And why isn't she on No Surrenders pre-show?
She's literally doing a whole meet and greet. She's doing the meet and greet or whatever, post show or something like that.
She
But
should be facing somebody in that locker room in a pre-show match.
I'm with you on there. But I feel like it's a 3 out of 5. Her in-ring work was good. It was
Good. No.
engaging.
In ring, good. Happy, excited.
This is
That got me
definitely
excited.
her in-ring
But
work
the
is
rest of it
literally better.
was bad.
Her in-ring work was better than I would say her stuff that she's been in WWE. Maybe because I feel like a lot of the times in WWE she never really was given a fair opportunity. But I do think, her in-ring work, she definitely can come off as believable as being aggressive in the ring. Enough for people to kind of get invested in her in-ring aspect of things. It's really about right now her promos and maybe kind of tweak her gear up just a little bit. To kind of if she kind of wants to keep the gear, I understand, but kind of add her own spin on it to where it can still look different amongst the roster. I would lose like the trunks and kind of go for tights and something like that. I think Dylan might be at least somewhat on okay with that. Is lose the trunks and just bring in some tights or something. Um, maybe kind of let her kind of cut more. If you want to keep him on her side, what I would do is kind of let her kind of cut more promos just a little bit. It could kind of be a balance. Like sometimes he'll cut the promos and then other times she'll cut the promos and kind of have like a back and forth where he kind of bounces off. But I really want to see her do promos more on her own.
The next time Dana's on my TV, I don't want to see her doing another squash match.
I don't
I
think she's
don't.
gonna probably do another squash match. I don't think.
I hope not. Zaya Brookside, I'm cool with a match with her and Zaya Brookside.
Jody Threat.
I need to see her potential now with the amazing talent that is TNA. I need to see it. Because otherwise,
Typically,
she needs to start doing a lot of indie work on other promotions immediately. Immediately.
well, she is.
But
She is.
my women in AEW currently, I would say Queen Amanita, Willow
What
Nightingale,
well, outside of WWE, yeah.
and Deanna Purrazzo is very good. I'm more going to see what she's going to be like against Tony Storm at Revolution. I feel like that's going to be a big determining factor for her in where they're going to be placing her, whether she wins or loses. If she wins, I like to see who they're going to give her as a feud. But I would say for the time being, until that match happens, Velvet, Red Velvet is very exciting.
She is gonna be on some indie stuff. I think she's part of this tour that they're doing in I think the UK or something like that. I think in March. So
Mm,
she's gonna be doing some stuff over there. So
good.
what with World Series Wrestling. So she'll be doing
Okay.
something over there. And actually it's Australia. She'll be touring in Australia, competing. So Simple Place, there's no disrespect to Dana Brooke, but having her as valet for someone like Fandango would actually work. You mean like having her be part of Fandango's faction?
Maybe. I gotta see it, but maybe.
But I feel like the way they kind of push and book them, it seems like they're almost
Madison
jobbers
Rain
at
can
this
help
point.
her. Yeah, Madison Rain was just on last night with
AEW.
AEW against Deanna Barrazo, and they put on a good match together.
I feel like she still has some people there that's in that.
Tim said, "What was that?" Tim, are you talking about you talking about Ash? Julia would be interesting. First feud for Mercedes.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
Yes
I'd
and no.
rather give Mercedes to Amanita,
Or maybe like a.
Diana, Velvet.
How do you feel about this?
Maybe I would probably also give Mercedes to Sky because Sky could learn a
Britt
lot
Baker
more.
when she comes back? If I think that could be an interesting match.
Britt, Jamie Hayter, because you want to build her in.
Tony.
I swear, and I know Byron's gonna hate me for saying this. Mercedes does not belong in the women's championship contention for the first 6 to 7 months she's in AEW. Doesn't.
You
I want
kind
her
of
as
need to build
TBS
her up for
champion.
that.
I want her as TBS champion. I want Mercedes as TBS champion because she's going to be the only one besides Statlander to actually enhance the women's division mid-card belt. Only one.
Because the way they were setting things up, I think is probably doing Julia Hart and Sky Blue potentially for
Julia's
that title.
exciting, but again, Julia also needs to work on that backwards dive.
Because
That
you know what they're planning,
she's
right?
been landing that way too short,
You know what they're planning,
way
right,
too
Dylan?
short, and it's been very scary. You're
Because
welcome, Tim. And I know, I have my little rant about Ash, but I give Ash a 3 out of 5 for me.
she
Question for
wasn't
Dylan:
bad.
Queen Amanita and Trish Adora, okay, tag team managed by Prince Nana, and have them join Mogul.
Have them join Mogul Embassy.
Possibly, I think that could work. But then again, my next question to you, then Temple, is
I wouldn't say he's
is that,
contradicting it.
and no, I didn't contradict myself, Eric. I'll explain why. I would say that yes, I think it could work if we actually do something with the mogul, the embassy. But if we don't do anything with the embassy soon, then having another tag team in there doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't contradict myself. What I mean by what I'm saying is, yeah, Mercedes and Hayter would be great when it's finally time to get into that main card slot. It would be great to see her and Britt Baker, but I don't want Mercedes to be anywhere near any of them. I don't want her near Deanna. I don't want her near Tony or Hayter or Britt until she has truly enhanced that TBS championship.
You
The
want a
moment
slow
that
build.
TBS championship can be given to Amanita, Velvet, Sky Blue, Willow, and be pushed without worrying that if any of these other ladies have it, it's not going to fall down or fall flat, then she could start working her way towards that number one contendership for, of course, that AEW women's. But I don't want I don't want Mercedes to be right off the bat in the women's championship. Then it's just
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you don't want to do that because they kind of did that with Saraya to an extent,
Yeah,
and
they
you
did
see
it
how
with
that.
they do it with everybody though. They do it with
I feel
everybody.
like the
Look at
thing with
Deanna.
I think the thing with Mercedes, I think she's definitely going to be a huge deal for the women's division. I really don't think they need to push her. I think what they need to do is have it be like a slow build to potentially her getting to the world title scene. Have her start off kind of going build her way up to the mid card championship, kind of elevating these other names that are around the TBS championship, elevating them in a sense, whether if they lose to Mercedes or not. And then when she gets the title, kind of elevate that title by the people that she's facing that might be in the division, like a Queen Amanita, like a Red Velvet, like a Kira Hogan, like people like those type of
Yeah,
names like that.
I need to see more mid card women getting a big push. I need to see a nice mid card women division enhancement talent immediately. Mercedes would be a great person. Statlander's doing her best. Willow's doing her best, but they need someone like Mercedes to just continue the enhancing moment. That's it.
You know what I was thinking though, Dylan, and this would be a great match. Have Mercedes hold that TBS belt for a bit, and you know who should be the one to take it from her?
Mm.
Athena. Have Athena come up to AEW, and you let them
And
feud.
what? Tony Storm lose it to Athena?
No, for the TBS title. If Mercedes is TBS champion, have
No, you
Athena come. That match could be good.
no. I want the same treat. Yeah, I mean, if you do the same treatment to Athena, yeah, yeah,
Like if you have literally her be that one to take over, kind of in that Mercedes Monet type of spot as far as elevating the other one, because we've seen what she's
those
been
two
doing
at
in
each
Ring of
other
Honor.
for the TBS title would be wild.
Exactly, and I feel like you can create some great magic between the two. I feel like Athena being in Ring of Honor is her like reinventing herself. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about the reinvention of Athena. Because remember, like she was a Ember Moon. Like she's kind of trying to reinvent herself to kind of change the perspective of what fans seen from her and what they think about her. So it's pretty much changing the game, if anything.
Kevin Knight is talented as hell. I've been watching a lot of his clips on TikTok. Damn, dude,
Who?
this guy is the next. This guy's gonna be the next X Division champion
Who?
by far. Kevin Knight.
Oh yeah, he's good.
So is Leo.
Leo Rush.
Leo something. Leo Rush. Yeah, Will Ospreay just faced Leo. Oh, damn! Nice catch by Moose. Oh shit. Oh, damn. Damn. Wow. Look at Knight, dude. Fucking animal. Look at this. Look at this. Whoop. Kevin Knight versus Darby Allen. Give it to me. Temple, I love listening to other people talk badly about AEW, to be honest, because to me it's just fun to listen to them. I follow so much wrestling that I'm just a fan overall, and it doesn't matter to me. But everyone has their faults, everyone has their positives. It's just it's just ridiculous. I'm not like you know. Is Kushida getting the pin? No, Knight's gonna get the pin with Moose. No, you can't do that the night before. He's about to have a big, huge title match. No way. Nice super kick. He told the one guy, "Oh, sit your ass down." No, my God! What a beautiful spear by Moose. 2, 3. Damn, dude. Damn, dude. That spear.
That spear looked
That
vicious.
spear is deadly.
That spear was
That
vicious.
spear could split Omos in half. That spear could split fucking Otis in half.
Oh,
My
agreed.
God.
Agreed on that.
Well, we're getting a brawl after the match. Oh, God. Chokeslam from hell. Tap, tap, Moose. Tap, tap, Moose. Tap, tap, Moose.
You ain't for the tap.
Oh, my God.
You ain't for the tap.
Oh, my God. Dude, if Moose taps tomorrow at Alex
Oh,
Shelley? Oh, my God.
that's gonna be wild.
People are going to go berserk.
You know people are going to be talking about that.
Look, he's holding the belt. You just cursed yourself. Mm.
Yep. When you
It's all
do
right.
that,
I'm cool with Moose being champion though. Let Moose be champion till at least till at
Slammiversary.
least WrestleMania season.
Yeah, like Slammiversary, which is in July.
Slammiversary, yeah.
Because
Something like
Slammiversary
that.
is in July. I don't know what pay per views in. Let me actually look.
Yeah. Well, while you look, I'm going to close out the show. Because of course, that has been the TNA watch along right here on the Last Week of Wrestling podcast. But do not touch that channel. Do not move that mouse because, of course, tonight we are also going to be doing none other than find the thumbnail. The Elimination Chamber press conference that's going to be starting in about 50 minutes from now. We are going to be back here live to be doing that. So make sure you tune in and stay locked in because myself, Leo, and Wolf will be returning to give you our opinions and thoughts on this press conference as we hear from possibly Rhea Ripley, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul from the graphic, or maybe Liv Morgan, maybe Cody, maybe Seth, Grayson Waller. Who knows? But we will see tonight. Hopefully, this will be a good one. Hopefully, this will be a good press conference that sets up a lot for what is to come for Elimination Chamber as we are on the last 48 hours until Elimination Chamber. I am very, very, very excited, and I hope to see you all here in about 50 minutes. Let's pull this up here. Leo, I'm going to retire every month. Rush, LMFAO, but him in Best of Super Juniors last year against one of my faves, Mike Bailey, was crazy. Yeah, no, that was for sure. I like Mike Bailey. I met Mike. I met Mike at House of Glory. He's a great guy. Timmy, hopefully I could be on the show someday. Tim, we're trying to get you on for an AEW pay-per-view, my guy. We're gonna get you on for the next pay-per-view. If I don't go, there's rumor has it is Forbidden Door is going to be here in New York in Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens. 45 minutes to an hour for me to drive to Queens since I live in New York. I might be going. I might be going to Forbidden Door if it is in New York. So might be doing that. WrestleMania, you never know who could be popping up for WrestleMania. So you never know. You might be coming on for that one too, Tim. Make sure you tune in, but make sure you stay locked in. Of course, like I said, we will see everybody in just a little bit for another watch along right here on the Last Week Wrestling Podcast. Of course, if you're brand new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit that like, share it to other friends and family around the globe, across the pond. And that way, we all can live in happy harmony in the wrestling community. Leo, I'll see you in 50 minutes, buddy.
See you then.
On the outside looking in.